Hello Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all of that being said, Pisces, let's get started. How does Pisces currently view this relationship? All right, how does Pisces currently view this relationship? Nice. So we do have the Four of Wands, we do have the King of Wands, and then we also have the Lovers out here. For the vast majority of you, you could currently find yourself connecting with your twin flame. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but I do see you currently dealing with somebody that you share a very strong and intense spiritual connection with. I am definitely getting that. For those of you who have been together for a little while now, the connection in itself still feels fairly new to you. You know, it doesn't feel boring or played out by any means. Now, if this is somebody that, you know, you've been dealing with for like, you know, a few months now, I think that you like the fact that this relationship is far from boring. I think that you like the fact that this relationship, you know, it still feels, you know, fresh and new. Because I am definitely, especially with the King of Wands, and it's like no offense to you, but you do harness King of Wands energy regardless of your gender. Male or female doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. But with the King of Wands tends to like get bored of people very quickly. They do. They tend to get bored of people very, very quickly. They tend to like lose interest in people very, very quickly. So the fact that this person was and still is able to capture your complete undivided attention, I think that that's something that you really do like about this person, your relationship with them. The fact that things are not boring and a routine, that's another thing that you really do like about this person, your relationship with them. Cool, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. The King of Wands also tends to like get annoyed with people very, very quickly too. So the fact that like, you know, this person has yet to like annoy you and or dry up your last nerve is something that I think that you also really, really do like about this person. Okay. All right, so we do have the Four of Pentacles, we do have the Two of Cups, and then we also have the Two of Swords. Okay. In regards to how this person is, you know, it's interesting because, well, let's just focus on the positive and then we'll focus on the negative once I'm done with this. This person does feel a very genuine and intense connection with you as well. Very, very emotionally invested into you and their relationship with you. But with the Two of Swords to the Four of Pentacles coming out here, it's like this person is like struggling with just letting go and just kind of seeing real life, you know, ends up taking the both of you. They have a very difficult time just letting go. Like this is kind of like the epitome of somebody who's like, you know, too busy fighting against the natural flow of things, and not allowing themselves to just, you know, experience this connection without fear and or hesitation and the, but what if this happens and what if that happens? Needless to say, Pisces, I mean, I do feel like you could be connecting with a little bit of an overthinker. When it comes down to the Four of Pentacles, that represents somebody who's very like guarded, you know, over their heart space. So the fact that they find themselves so emotionally invested in you, you know, kind of has this person feeling like they need to be very, very careful, very, very careful. Yeah, they need to be very, very careful when it comes down to their heart in regards to you. It's like the moment this person notices how emotionally invested they are, you know, they immediately feel like they have to, you know, guard their heart, you know, with their life. You know what I mean? So needless to say, I don't think this person trusts you entirely with their heart, just saying, because they are showing up in this dynamic that they share with you very, very guarded. I don't feel like they want to be guarded. I just kind of feel like they have to. I don't feel like this person wants to overthink every freaking thing, but they do anyways, you know? But let's jump back over to you. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands, we do have the Hierophant, and then we also have the Ten of Wands. In regards to how you're currently feeling, with the Six of Wands to the Hierophant, out here, because this to me kind of feels like phases that you're going through, to be totally honest. It kind of looks like everything's looking really good and really, really nice here, between you and this person. No complaints coming from you whatsoever, but it does appear to me that your journey with this person is going to start to get very challenging and very, very difficult. So I'm very curious to see why it's going to get very challenging and very difficult here, between you and this person. Okay. To be honest, I do feel like it does have a lot to do with what's going on your person's end. It's like, as much as they want to, like, you know, live in the present moment, enjoy the present moment, and just allow themselves to go there with you, emotionally speaking, for the life of them, they just kind of feel like they just can't, primarily because they don't trust you, you know, with their heart. They just don't. Okay. So with that being said, I do believe that is going to cause a lot of issues within this dynamic here, you know, but between the two of you. You know, this is kind of like the epitome of somebody sitting around waiting for you to self-sabotage this connection here, between the two of you. And all of this is kind of stemming from a place of them not trusting you with their heart. You know, so this is obviously somebody who thinks, you know what I mean, that it's, you know, only a matter of time, you know, before you do something to break their heart, before you do something to disappoint them. They're just kind of waiting for it to happen. And then there's also times where they feel like, okay, I guess Pisces is not the bad guy after. I guess they actually do mean well. So it's that constant battle that they find themselves experiencing within this dynamic that they share with you that's going to make the journey a little bit challenging and difficult, not only for you, but also for them, because they're going to be going through it. How does this person feel? It's like this person needs to make up their mind about you, Pisces. Are you really, really the bad guy? Or are you not the bad guy? It's like they need to figure it's like this person needs to really, yeah, it's like this person really needs to, like, figure it out. Like, are you really the bad guy or are you not the bad guy? Because I feel like there's times where they look at you like you're the good guy, but then there's times where they look at you like you're the bad guy, you know, which furthermore causes them to remain in this guarded energy, which furthermore causes them to remain in the energy of it's only a matter of time, you know what I mean, before, you know, Pisces does this, that, and the third, you know, which causes them to, you know, essentially feel like it's not a good idea to get too excited when it comes down to you. It's not a good idea to get too hopeful when it comes down to you, because in their head, they feel like it's only a matter of time before you disappoint them or let them down. So what's the point? You see what I mean? But I feel like this person needs to, like, really figure out, like, are you really the good guy or are you the bad guy? And if this person truly does thinks and believes that you are the bad guy, I mean, it is in this person's best interest, you know what I mean? You know, to figure out what it is that they're essentially going to do. Are they going to just remain with you or just get up and walk away? Because if this person continues to remain with you, they're going to find themselves continuing to experience this inner conflict within you. But I feel like this person needs to kind of, like, make up their mind up when it comes down to you. Like, are you the bad guy or are you not the bad guy? Because you cannot be both. You can't be both. You just can't be both. You're either the evil villain or you're not. But it kind of looks like that's what they're trying to figure out, like, if you are actually the evil villain or not. But I think that it has already been revealed to them as far as, like, the answers to their burning questions. They just choose to continue to question you and your intentions towards them. But I feel like their answer has already been revealed to them, possibly a few times, maybe even multiple times, or several times, but it's been revealed to them many, many times is basically what I'm gathering. They're just still choosing to essentially question this entire connection here between the two of you. So that's what I'm saying. They need to really pick a side of the fence. You're either the bad guy or you're not the bad guy. And if they think you're the bad guy, they should really run for the hills. If they truly do think that you're the good guy, this whole them carrying around their doubts and reservations in reference to you and their negative narratives, you know, are about you, are things that they need to essentially do away with, because if not, it's going to just cause them to continue to experience more inner conflict. What actions will Pisces take towards this person or moving forward? Okay, so we do have the Magician, we do have the Hermit, and then we also have the Judgment card. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So I'm getting two different things, Pisces. I feel like as they're trying to figure you out, you are trying to figure them out. It's kind of what it's looking like. So they're trying to figure out if you're the evil villain or not, even though it's been revealed to them that you're not the evil villain, but they're still choosing to question it either which way. So as they're trying to figure you out, it looks like you're trying to figure them out as to like, why are they the way that they are essentially with you? Why does this person make things so challenging and, difficult? Are they like this with me because, you know, there's something about them that they're doing that I don't know about? Like, it has that type of feel to it. So it does appear to me that you're going to find yourself in the near future really questioning, like, okay, why is this person like this with me? Why is this person like that with me? Why does this person think this about me? Why does this person think that about me? Is it because they're doing something, or is it because of this, or is it because of that? It just kind of looks like the both of you are trying to figure one another out. What actions? Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. We do have the Seven of Cups, and then we also have the Two of Pentacles. They have to pick a side of the fence here. They just got to. They have to pick a side of the fence here. They're either going to essentially believe this negative narrative that they created in their mind about you, or they're not, and then continue to proceed forward within this dynamic that they share with you. But them constantly doing both is just not healthy, for this person, because that's what this person's doing, right? It's like, one day they choose to believe you're the good guy, the next day they choose to believe that, you're their enemy. You know what I mean? You're the evil villain in all of this. And they can't continue to like live their life, this way within this dynamic that they share with you. True pair situation, by the way, between you and this person, we do have the Hierophant to the High Priestess. So you guys share a very strong, intense spiritual connection with one another, for sure. Of course, you guys could very well be married to one another or in a committed relationship with one another, or that's something that you would like to work towards with this person as far as a relationship is concerned, marriage is concerned, things of that nature. But it's like this person continues to do it time and time again, where it's like they continue to like question, like, are you the bad guy, Pisces, or are you not the bad guy, or are you the good guy? You know what I mean? I think, like I said, I think that the answers to this person's question has already been revealed to them. They're just choosing to still question it either which way. You know what I mean? And I think that it has a lot to do with the fact that they think that they're right about you, but deep down inside, they know that they're not. I just think that they have a hard time accepting that. I just think that they have a hard time accepting that, to be totally honest. Maybe this person is right about a lot of things in this life. You know what I mean? And they just so happen to get this one wrong, as far as you and your intentions towards them is concerned. But yeah, that's pretty much it, Pisces. Even though the answer has already been revealed to them, they still choose to sit here and question, your intentions towards them either which way. So it's like they're either going to recognize as well as admit that they're essentially wrong about you, or they're going to choose to essentially believe what they believe to essentially be true about you. And if they do, they're basically being advised by Spirit to walk away. Like, if you really believe this, that's fine. Just get up and walk away then, because this is taking a toll on this person mentally, spiritually, as well as emotionally. Because again, it's like one day they think, you're the good guy, and the next day they think you're the bad guy, and it's a constant thing that, this person intends to find themselves essentially experiencing on their behalf. And that does take a toll on this person's mental health. That's, as far as, their spiritual and mental health and emotional health is concerned. All of that is being affected because one day they look at you like you're the good guy. The next day they look at you like you're the bad guy, So if they truly believe, that you are this evil villain, they are being advised to walk away from this relationship. But if they just learn to just accept the fact that, they're wrong about you, and just accept that, embrace that, and then do away with their doubts and reservations, in reference to you, they could proceed forward within this dynamic that they share with you and live a very happy and healthy life, with you. But this whole them doing both, one day they look at you like you're the good guy, the next day they're looking at you like you're the bad guy. They can't keep doing that to themselves, because it's just going to continue to take a massive toll on them mentally, spiritually, as well as emotionally. Okay. Like I said, deep down inside, they already know the truth about you. The problem is that they just want to sit there and continue to think what they want to think about you, which is a bunch of negative things that are completely and utterly false. So then there's that. All right. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.